Hi guys, this is your streamer Carlos. On on today's video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the Santa Claus episode 5, the Ultimate Claus and the Winter of Chaos. So here we go, guys. The first thing I really enjoyed about episode 5 of the Santa Clauses was that Clay Clay Clayton's idea, the new Santa Claus's idea of making Christmas a a kind of Cyber Monday, all day, an easy holiday, for him, instead for him of for him and being the internet Santa Claus, instead of the traditional way of being Santa Claus, which is delivering presents to all of us. His idea of making Christmas a cyber holiday was eventually it kept on growing in his head. Basically, the idea of making Christmas a cyber holiday instead of the traditional Christmas holiday, and instead of him delivering presents to all of us, like I said in episode 4, was growing in his head, and that created a lot of arrogant feeling, arrogant feeling in his head, and obviously it grew on him, and it made him greedy, and I really enjoyed that Clay's uh, character, the new Santa Claus, his the new Santa Claus, basically the idea of making Christmas a cyber holiday only was growing into his head even more, and that made him become more of an adult. What I mean by more of an adult, it made him less believe in his daughter in saying, when she said, or when she tells him, "Hey Dad, do, do you wanna bake some cookies for Santa Claus when he comes, so that way he can eat my cookie, so that way he can give us presents for you and me, and that way he can also eat our cookies that we made." And I really enjoyed that. So I really enjoyed that the arrogance in them grew. That this idea was that this idea of making Christmas a cyber holiday only. I only I really love that idea, that arrogant idea of making Christmas a cyber holiday only. That was very cool, because it showed that he had some cruel that he had some cruel intentions of making little kids, and including us, young adults, make young adults think, what if this person was real, and this person made a big tech company, and made his drones deliver us presents, which would be cool, instead of him becoming Santa Claus and delivering us the presents himself, but instead he makes his drone deliver us our presents that we asked him for Christmas of this year, just to give you an example, and that would take the magic spirit of Christmas away from us. And I really enjoy that. Now the second part that I really enjoyed of episode 5 is that the OGE returned. What I mean by the OGE returned is that Bernard returned to help Scott Santa Claus realize that being Santa is a privilege and not just a job. Therefore, Bernard took Santa to visit reconnect with him, to reconnect with that jolly side that he has inside of himself, and rediscover his passion for being, to rediscover his passion for being Santa Claus. I really enjoy that. Now, the third part that I really enjoyed was that Scott's family, his daughter Sandra, Buddy, and Carol, got frozen in time by Bernard, and they didn't realize that Scott had been gone with Bernard. And when Scott returned from his trip with Bernard, they were like, Scott's family were like, where did he go? And they obviously saw Bernard and they got excited, and that's when they realized, why did you leave us alone and go with Bernard instead of all of us going with Bernard and with Bernard? And then Scott said, I need to go back to the North Pole and become Santa again, because all the elves are gone. All the elves, including Betty, the new head elf, or the new head elf of the North Pole, is gone too. And we also found out that Bernard had been on vacation, and on that vacation he fell in love with a human like us. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that part, that Bernard came back. And now the thing that I love, the fourth thing, the main thing that I really enjoyed about episode 5, it was that, yes, when Bernard took Scott on this journey to rediscover his passion for to rediscover his passion, why he's Santa Claus. I really enjoyed the trip overall because we got to see the many Santas before Scott Calvin became Santa, and we eventually find out in the Hall of Santa, that's how I'm gonna call it, is that he's the first human Santa. Yes, he's the first human to become Santa. Therefore, his whole family, Mrs. Claus, Carol, and his kids, Sandra and Buddy, are the first human family, the first holly jolly family. I really enjoyed that. So I really enjoyed that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, and leave a comment. Leave a like and leave me a comment, and let me know what you thought about episode 5 of the Santa Clauses. Bye.